Howdy. I'm going to get a little bit political today. Not a surprise. First, a parable. In the Muslim countries, such as Saudi Arabia, it's illegal, it's against federal law to import alcohol, to distribute alcohol, to drink alcohol. And yet, I'm sure that you know that the American oil field workers in Saudi Arabia, the American construction workers, American military personnel, American diplomats seem to find all the drink they want when they're in Saudi Arabia. This is with the complete collusion and knowledge of the American federal government, of course. Now, what if the government of Saudi Arabia were to suddenly demand that the U.S. arrest the president of Budweiser Corporation or the chairman of Jack Daniels or Jim Beam Distillery and extradite those people to Saudi Arabia to be tried and sentenced and punished under Saudi law? How do you think the U.S. government would respond to such a demand? And how do you think that the American people would respond to such a demand? Not very positively. In Canada, we have a man named Marc Emery. He's a patriot. He's also a marijuana seed salesman. He's been selling marijuana seeds since at least 1992. He has a storefront on the street in downtown Vancouver. He has a business license from the city of Vancouver for the specific purpose of retail sale of marijuana seeds. He declares and pays income tax every year to the federal government, and it states that this money is the proceeds of marijuana sales. The Canadian government has never seen a problem with this. But the U.S. government has demanded that the Canadian government arrest Marc Emery for the violation of U.S. law because some of his customers live in the United States and they've sent him money and an order and he has sent them the seeds. But Marc has done all this in Canada openly. He's never brought his seeds to the United States, ever. Well, on September the 28th, just a few days ago, Marc gave himself up to the Canadian authorities. And as soon as the Canadian Justice Minister, so-called, signs the paper, Marc is to be sent to the U.S. for trial and punishment for violation of U.S. law, which doesn't really apply to Canadians in Canada. Well, you say he broke the law. That's true. That's true. He broke American law in Canada. And even in America, you know, the greatest patriots, George Washington, Thomas Paine, Thomas Jefferson, Henry David Thoreau, they all advocated civil disobedience as a way for American citizens, Martin Luther King no less, Gandhi, Jesus Christ. These people all advocated civil disobedience as a way to change the law when the government is not responsive to the people. Well, without getting into the whole marijuana prohibition thing, which we probably will do one of these days, just for the sovereignty of Canada and for simple justice, I think we need to become informed and we need to become involved. We need to tell President Obama that he must not violate the sovereignty of his neighbor Canada. You can't reach into foreign countries and pull people out that are making you unhappy. The Canadian government needs to be told that Canadians want sovereignty, they want justice, they want equity, and they don't want Mark sent to a foreign country to be tried under foreign laws. Now, one of these days, the Justice Minister of Canada is going to sign his paper, and then Mark will be sent away. So I'm going to leave a couple links. Please, get a hold of the Justice Minister and tell him to leave Mark in Canada. Get a hold of the Canadian Prime Minister and tell him that we, the people of Canada, want him to do the right thing. Actually, you know, marijuana is not even illegal in Canada. If you'll go to a website called thepotlawhasfallen.ca, I'll leave a link, you'll see that the Canadian Supreme Court ruled that the marijuana prohibition is unconstitutional. And yet our federal government continues to arrest people illegally. This is called tyranny. When a government ignores the law and continues to arrest people for things that make the government unhappy, this is called tyranny. That's not a road we want to go down. So, I'll quit now. Be informed. Be involved. Let's do the right thing. Thanks for your time.